going long B 10 out of 15 rounds.
All right, here we go. Map 2 in this semi-final. Cloud9 versus mousesports. The crowd is ready, and I hope you are ready at home as well. As C9 start on the CT side, Stewie being pushed back, and it's Sunny to grab that frag. Rush now in a very dangerous position. Him and Automatic rotating back very cleverly, not trying to take those two, forcing mousesports to come into their hands, but Sunny doesn't care. Picks up the Glock and gets something done with it. 3 kills for him as Rush and Tarek are the 2 remaining players on that CT side.
Chris J taking out Rush, and then it comes up to Tarek, but he gets taken out. Flawless round by mousesports. Great timing on jumping up T-ramp as soon as they spotted Stewie in that halls.
Also very nice for mousesports to get back into this. They need to get some momentum now to start this thing off. If, let's say, Cloud9 had gotten the pistol in the first buy round, they would probably have a very hard time getting back into the game mentally.
Very much so. mousesports. You got a Scout and Oscar, and looks like he's going to fast A-take right now.
So quick out, and I think this might be a bit of a problem for him because he's the only one out. Now he's getting the comeback. Oh, now he's getting the help from his teammate. 1-for-1 trade. Pretty okay with the P250, but look at that Rush. Doubles up with that C-set 75. Skadoodle is here as well. Trying to take the long-range battle against the AKS. That's not going to work out in his favor. Tarek as well behind him. Oh, Oscar, what are you going to give us? Chris J with the double lockdown. And mousesports on 2-0.
Interesting strat by mousesports, using Rops as a bait, and as soon as he spots or rushes out, they flash over the wall. So if the CQs were trying to kill Rops, they were blinded. So good little anti-eco by mousesports. I like their flashes that they use.
All right. USPs, only the cleanest of ecos you can have on that CT side. Nothing invested into this. For Cloud9, probably just going to see them stack one site after the round has started, and we do see them go for this B push. Already now, Rups has taken control of A apartments. They have control over connector and mid, and they can just go in and plant the bomb for free on this A side. Stiko's on the hunt for some frags here. He knows that, okay, there's no one on A. They've all stacked B. This is a very standard setup, and he's just waiting around the corner if they want to rotate in turn.
mousesports going pretty quickly on these eco rounds. A little surprising when traditionally we've seen teams take it slower on eco rounds. They're talking about clearing spots, making sure that they're not in these angles. And maybe if you're pretty fast on clearing angles, you could do it quickly, and it could be a little better because when you slow peek angles against pistols, it's an easier chance for the pistols to instantly kill you, or at least get a couple shots to the face.
Also with 2 MAC-10s in play, I feel like these 2 players can become like the scouts of the team, go in first, clear out an area and say, okay, there's nothing here. The high chance they're probably stacking the other side, but Stiko losing out on that one. Very unlucky for Stewie there, as Robs also comes in. Get some extra money with that MAC-10.
This will be the first gun round for Cloud9. Let's see. Stewie's going to go with the rifle, not with the double AWP setup as we saw in Kabul, which C9 had so much success with. This is a new map, so you got to play a little differently. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2 AWP setup eventually.
Oh, yeah.
And later in the half. But for now, mousesports looks like they're going straight into a execute of some sort, which is very interesting. You usually see these in pugs. The mousesports doing that 3rd level thinking. You would expect this, right?
Smoke's being lined up, Stewie in rushing position. Robs, of course, this is the bonus round for them, so he has that MAC-10. Putting down the secondary smoke on A-ramp. Flashes start coming over Stewie. Can he be the hero of this round right now? Lets him pass. Not quite aware. One pass is in front of him. Sprays down, goes for the second through the smoke. Not getting it. 4v4, one drops down in front of him. They have not called out his position just yet, and Stewie's actually allowed to go all the way back down A-ramp. He actually just reloads in time, but can't switch over to the weapon soon enough. Skadoodle being pushed back on the back of that one. Automatic raining in bullets. Not getting anything done either. And now Tarek is in. He needs to go on a tear as he needs to clutch this 1v4. That's gotten the first one. Knows where the second one is, but he's shot down by Stiko. And that's 4-0. This was also, as I mentioned, the bonus round for mousesports. They had a Scout, they had a Galil, they had a MAC-10. And now they can switch it all up. They can get all AKs, get an AWP as well. And Cloud9, they're on 3K everyone, so they can get some CSets, but that's it.
Yeah, Stewie played really up close in that round. He managed to get 1 kill, but the way he was pushed up so much, he couldn't get help from any of his teammates, and he was just dancing around for a good 10 seconds, which should create opportunities for his team to kind of clean up the mousesports people that are trying to chase him down. But unfortunately, the nades, the utility, the flashes from mousesports in the moment prevented anyone like Scott to help out Stewie.
See what the plan is this time around. They have the full buy on mousesports. Just a couple of pistols, no utility on the CT side.
You see mousesports just really slowing it down now. Kind of changed the pace up a little bit from their fast anti-ecos into a more of a long B kind of default, watching for the mid push, watching the A push from T-spawn. Just making sure it looks like they're just going to try to creep in B, and they're going to guess correctly because Cloud9 is stacking in the middle, and they should be able to take his bomb site uncontested.
Yeah, there should be no worries here. As mousesports waltz in, gets it done. Let's see where the retake is going to come from because they are boosting now towards short. You see Chris JV is going to get caught off guard. There is a deagle on top of those boxes. 3 players behind it. Not sure how Oscar didn't hit that shot, but he does in the end. Tarek goes down. 4 players remaining on that CT side, and at this point they're just content with running away and trying not to give kills to mousesports. They will because Robs is in T-spawn awaiting them. And it's going to be 5-0 for mousesports. So Cloud9, after a very nice map 1, they are immediately put back into their place. A mousesports fan would say. As we have a 5-0 lead here for the mixed European team.
Now, I don't know if Cloud9 is going to call a timeout. You have 4 timeouts. This is a very important gun round. You need to win this. Maybe take a step back, analyze what mousesports is doing. But I guess Cloud9 does not want to do that. They already have an idea. They're going with the double op setup. And instead of Stewie this time around, it's going to be Tarek with the op. Now, they made a little joke when they first formed this team that they have 4 oppers on the team, and that kind of went away really quick.
I'm pretty sure it was a spawn pick for Tarek. He spawned very well for those apartments, and now after this, he could rotate and give it to someone else, but now he's just content. But as you say, like, they have a lot of players who are very, very good with that orb. Can be that secondary orb role. If needed be, Tarek is definitely making work of it once again. He's just hitting shots at this point. This is always nice to have, and you can throw in that orb on most of the players on the team. If they have a good spawn to start with, can get that opening frag, then rotate back and hold a more defensive angle. It's such an important thing to have a lot of players who are capable with the orb.
And again, on this first round that Cloud9 pulls out the double op, they're almost convincingly going to win this round. I mean, it's going to be an uphill battle for Sunny, but it doesn't look great, and especially when the bomb's in the A bomb site. So it's up to mousesports to figure out what do we do against this double op setup. And I'm thinking that they have to stop doing this slow, spread out default, because when you have a double op setup as a CT, you're trying to push and get an angle and fall back. You see Tark do right here. I mean, Oscar was trying to outshoot him, but Tark's just a little bit quicker. So mousesports, you may have to do a smoke, execute, explode somewhere, yep. And then we'll see what happens. And then Tark, who drops it off?
No. He's still on it.
Still on it.
And I feel like with this kind of utility there's on mousesports right now, they can smoke, execute A, use some of those Molotovs to flush out the common orb positions, and then timing push with everyone together, because if you're pushing 5 people at the same time, there's no way the orb can kill all of you. At least going to get in there. Smokes are raining down now. Rush behind it in CT. Stewie trying to hold his position here at stairs as well. Now they're running in the mouse players. Making their way in towards the bomb site. Stewie with the one immediately shut down by Oscar. As, they still need to get this bomb down. 4v4. Rush on the edge of this. Bomb has been planted. Stico ready for it. Towards A-ramp.
It's going to be very hard for Cloud9 to retake this bomb set with 2 obs. You kind of figured they might just actually want to save it, but they're going to try to go for it. Rob's taking out Tark, and Rush trying to exchange kills, but Robs with 3 kills is up to automatic. 1-on-2. Taking out Stico. Now it's 1-on-1 against Oscar, and Oscar takes him out. Very expensive round to lose for C9. Yep. Now they're going to have to be on a save with that double AWP reset. Now mousesports looking really, really good.
And I really agree with that sentiment. Like, if you're 4 people still alive, 2 AWPs, you have to go into a bomb site that's swarmed with terrorists. You know, they can be in every single post-plant position. You don't have the utility, the Molotov, to kind of flush every single position out. So at that point, why not just go ahead and save? I know it sounds hard because every CS player says, oh, just get into the bomb site, we can always get the kills. But sometimes you just have to cut your losses and say, okay, we can bring this into the next round, we have a better chance next round.
Yeah, but saving 2 AWPs, 2 rifles, instead of losing everything in the save, is worth losing 1 round. Yeah. Like, I mean, the odds, you have to kind of step back when you're taking a bomb site. Is this worth? Do we have position? How much time's left on the bomb? What guns do we have? And C9 did not have any favorable spots in that retake. So the smarter play would have been to save your losses, have another gun round.
And that's the rough thing about CS is you have every single decision you make is a snap-second decision. Yep. Tarek trying to push out into the flash, and they're double stacking here towards short. Interesting. Are they going to check this corner now again? Nope. And that's opened things up. Automatic gets that double and an AK-47 there, trying to hold his position. Sonny will shut him down. Skadoodle actually coming in with a nice USPS headshot on the back of this bomb site, and now Skadoodle waiting around the corner. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh, Oscar shuts him down. It's all on Stewie and Rush. Sonny just keeps on clicking those headshots. Nice rushes in a 1v2. C-set 75. If they don't peek him, if they allow him in to open. Okay, they see him now. Okay. Sonny leaves all of this behind and takes the frag. So 7-1 for mousesports here on the T side of Mirage. Probably not the start we would have expected with how well Cloud9 finished off on Cobblestone. But then again, it is hard to kind of, if you just spend all your energy making this sick comeback and then get re-energized for a new map, where mousesports are probably thinking, we really screwed up there. We need to get back. There's so much pressure on them. They want to play really well, but Cloud9 maybe are in a more relaxed position after just making that comeback.
Yeah, and they need to start to wake up right now, because being 7-1 on your CT side of Mirage is a very scary feeling. And, you know, I mean, I've seen some comebacks that we saw last map, but it's going to be a lot tougher on T-side Mirage here when, you know, you got such skilled aimers for mousesports.
Now, only 3 Molotovs, or incendiaries if you will, and 1 flashbang remaining on the CT side. While the T side, they have smokes and flashes and several Molotovs and even a nade on Robs. A lot of utility for the terrorists with even a minute to go. There goes Sonny sneaking his way into the bomb site. Stewie just holding a very defensive angle and will win the frag out. Skadoodle with another one. Not close range enough. As Robs are taken out. Oscar with another. For mousesports, Tarek 2v2 now. Stewie on low HP, 12 exactly. Robs just clearing house. 3 frags this round. Can he make it happen? Flash goes in. Tarek, can this be the clutch? He picks up the orb. Trying to figure out where they are. Trying to land the no-scope, but it won't happen. Robs with the 4K. Very nice play from the Estonian. And mousesports go up 8-1. Robs out of these, well, 8-1 rounds. He's got 11 frags. That's pretty insane.
This A-execute has been a thorn in Cloud9's side, and you know, it's always hard to stop good A-execute. And one thing you have to do and to actually stop an A-execute is either be very aggressive towards A-ramp, A-halls as they're executing, or just play a very solid retake. Because if you're playing inside a site, you're playing in these spots where smokes are raining down, Molotovs and flashes, you're going to get isolated from the rest of your team. So sometimes it's better just to play a retake. And Cloud9, they've been kind of playing in the site, and 1 or 2 people will die before they can even retake it. And so it's just snowballing in favor of mousesports every time they take A.
There we go. A couple of pistols for Cloud9. Not the round they're counting on winning. Would be the next one instead when they have the real buy and they have money for ops on Tarek and Skadoodle. Only a couple of C-sets and Desert Eagles, Desert Eagle. None of them are plural, and they only have one of each. As this should be a rather easy round for mousesports. But let's see, pistols have caused problems before in CS games, so it wouldn't be the first time to see that. This time around though, there's no real reason to retake. They know it's a 5v5 retake. They know the utility is on point for mousesports. They're holding all the good post-ban situations. No reason to give them free money, basically.
Pretty much. When mousesports is sitting with a pretty penny. You have Oscar 9000, the AWPer, so he has plenty of ops to go through. Cloud9, though, it'd be very nice if they could pull out any gun from the situation. Rob's being in spawn, gets taken out by Stu. You can't play that spot twice on him. No.
Yeah, I kind of really agree with that. I know it's the default that they kind of have against these kind of rounds, where Robs is just sitting, holding the flank, sitting in C-spawn, but when you know they're going to be rotating away from the bomb side that you're holding, you cannot be in the same spot 2 times in a row.
Yeah, especially at this high-level play. You kill Stu in a weird spot, he's going to remember it. Yeah. He's going to check it again on the next time around. And exactly what they did, and I don't think he did good out of it.
Let's have a look here. This is a possibility for Cloud9. Tarek and Skadoodle only with the smoke between them. Rest of the team with a decent buy, but only one kid on rush. So this will have to come down to timing of Cloud9. Let's see if they can get this one on the board. Oscar, one of the greater AWP players in the world right now, against Tarek.
An interesting spot by Stu. He's going to be pushing this hall. Rob's throwing a nade, trying to make a distraction like they might be doing their execute. He's going to fall back. Guess what? C9's not biting it just yet. They're still playing 2 towards B. Or actually, the third person from B just rotated now.
Oh, this is trouble. Tarek is also picking a position that's far away. He's staying on the B bomb side, but he only has an AWP, so if he gets smoked or Molotoved out, that's going to be the end of it. But he does hit the first one, dancing around the bomb site, trying to hide in the smoke, trying to play time. Skadoodle comes in with a frag as well, and they're working so well together right now, these 2 AWPs. Skadoodle! Triple for him, as Robs will be the last man standing, 1v5. In a position where they can't really spot him unless he wants them to, and there we go. Takes down the first. Insane that he can get a frag out of that, but Skadoodle with the 4K. Cloud9 bring it back. Now 2 rounds on the board for them.
mousesports icing the kicker right now. Cloud9 wins 1 round in 4, and now they just take a timeout, trying to mess with Cloud9's minds, see what kind of strategy mousesports can come up with. Now, one thing we've noticed that so far mousesports that is actually kind of unusual on this kind of map is there's not much mid-play at all. Usually on Mirage, you see people smoking window, taking connector, going underpass. mousesports is doing almost the opposite, taking A or taking long B.
Yeah, it's an interesting approach because, as you say, that has been the standard for almost as long as this map has been out there. So by doing that, you're kind of putting a wrench in the way that Cloud9 think they were going to defend this, and saying, okay, that's not even how you're not even going to be able to do that. You're going to have to readjust yourselves and find out something else to kind of counter what we're doing. Stewie, this time around, is with the AWP. Aggressive peek towards mid, rotates back. And he's taken out by Oscar. So, advantage already back on mousesports. The icing could work here.
And it's a great call by mousesports. By taking those sites, it kind of lets C9 be a little more passive towards the middle, and then that's the round mousesports takes middle.
Nice from Sunny getting that double into the site. Tarek now all alone. 1v4. Bomb will go down here, so it's gonna be round number 10 for mousesports, surely, unless Tarek can make the impossible happen. At this point, I don't really feel like he should try and go for it too much. Just holding back for now. Wants to fight all of them off, but they're coming for him, so just holding on to this AWP is going to be an impossible situation as well. As Tico takes the frag. So 10 rounds for mousesports on this T side. It's not often we see that, especially not like when we have 2 teams that are this close, I feel like, skill-wise.
Yeah, I think mousesports came in with a pretty awesome game plan on this map, because if you're playing as a CT on a Mirage, a lot of your game plan is working. How do we stop the mid take? How do we adjust, you know, window cat connector area? The mousesports, since they're taking A, long B, after a certain amount of time, Cloud9 had to adjust by either put more people towards B or more people towards A. And the perfect round that they did that, mousesports just pretty much walked up middle after they killed Stu and took A apart very easily.
Perfect call as well, and that's something you gotta appreciate coming out of Chris J, because he's one of these in-game leaders that I don't think a lot of people rate him that highly as an in-game leader, but he's definitely he has to do something right with the way the mousesports has been playing lately. And he's also one of the people who has rotated away from a star player position, from that alt position, and now is the team captain instead. That leader that decides what is the play, of course, in unison with his coach. But it's a very interesting career choice he has taken there. And he's opening things up now, going into mid. Only up against a couple of pistols. Wonky buy as Tarek is only $50. The rest of his team can actually buy an extra round, but Tarek says nope. He wants a scout. Crossfire set up. Chris J is trying to make his way in there. Well, technically not a crossfire, but Skadul can rotate around very quickly and help out his teammate.
Chris J's trying to flash, make a way. I'm probably waiting for the smoke to come out. As soon as it comes out, gets taken out by Ska. But Oscar and Stico, Sunny and Ropes, they all clean up a kill each. mousesports taking this very convincingly. And now again, another gun round, another double op set up, this time on Stu. Well, again, I think he got picked the mid on the other round.
Yeah, I think that was mainly due to a spawn. But this time around, let's see where he's going to go. He's going to go straight for the window peak, actually. Oh, he's actually in an interesting position. Trying to catch him off guard, and Chris J goes down to a low amount of HP, but will still stay alive. Stewie makes it work, or tries to make it work once again. Skadul once more holding this turret position towards the B apartments. Sonny knows this. He does not want to face against an AWP.
Look at Cloud9. They have 4 people stacking A. See, that's the power with all those A executes, A takes at the start of the game. C9 is just doing something that they think they have to do, but it's the wrong choice to do.
So it's doing out. Rotating back into window, Chris J. Making sure that no one can be in that position. As the rest of his team could be loading up for that B hit. Chris J still staying in mid. Robs picked one up. That's Tarek gone down. Chris J low HP. It's going to be the bait on the opposite bomb side. Actually, he's allowed to just go in here. Spots one at Shay. That's Rush taking him out. The rest of the team though ready for this B push, and Skadul has to hit this first shot. Let's see if they drop down towards him. He only gets the leg shot. And that is not good enough. He pulls out the USB. 1-for-1 trade. Stewie with an AWP of his own. And Russian automatic. His teammates rotating in. Stico and Oscar alive on the bomb site. Alive and kicking. Stico's position here extremely key. No utility left on the terrorists. They have to block out the CTs with firepower. Only flashes go through the window. Stico should get the first one, not the second one, and now it's all on Oscar. Close range AWP. Rush is on 2 kills already. Dances around, knows where the bomb is planted. Sees one of them, no scopes, rotates back. Stewie now with an AWP of his own, trying to make it work. Oh, Stewie! What is going on? Hits the mid-air, no scope, and gets the defuse.
Well, so close. Oscar just almost had it. And Stewie, if he did not jump, I think he would have gotten killed, though. Yep. But he got, I think, walled in that situation and coming out with a nice kill.
See this from Stewie. Jumping in. And no scopes. Oscar straight out of the air. Gets the defuse in. There was not a lot of time left either. Cloud9 on 3 now. Could get 4. But still, this is an impressive T side from mousesports, even though if Cloud9 gets his last one.
Yeah, having 11 rounds on T side on any map is truly impressive and very comfortable coming on your CT side. And look at mousesports. They're doing the A execute that works so well at the start of the map.
See if they can work once again. Stewie on point with the AWP right now, shutting him down. Once more. This is feeling like Cobble all over again. Stewie Stewie on point with the AWP. Sonny is actually also getting something done, but it's not enough. So there'll be something to cheer about after this first half as mousesports. They do get an 11-4, but 2 rounds in a row at the end for Cloud9, making sure it wasn't as terrible as it could be. Could have been way worse.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. And Stewie actually coming in big in the last couple of rounds. He needs to start off pretty strong this half. Cloud9 has a huge uphill battle. T-side Mirage, not impossible. It is not impossible, but they have to not make any mistakes at all. They cannot make one mistake or it's going to all come down and it's going to go to the third map.
I also feel like Robs, once again, like he's doing an insane job. 16-9 is the scoreline right now, so that tells a story of its own. But the way that he's getting these frags, of course he's getting some help with flashbangs, but I feel like a lot of the plays he's making himself, which sometimes can be good and sometimes in the long run can be bad, because that's what we saw in Cobblestone. If that mentality continues and it keeps on going on all on his own, that's going to be a problem. So I feel like at this point, mousesports should just dial it down a bit, focus on the team play.
Exactly. And mousesports, they don't have to do anything ridiculous. I mean, getting 5 rounds on CT is very manageable.
All right, here we go. Pistol round coming in. Second half between Cloud9 and mousesports. 2 flashbangs and Chris J on that CT side of the kit. Terrorists have gone with 4 Glock armors and a Desert Eagle. This one's sneaking in. Stico holding the corner. Knows that someone is coming in from behind, and that's a flashbang. He does get one, nothing more than that. But look at that, 2 players pushing in from behind. They're not aware of this. Chris J, but no! Stewie steps up and gets another one. Chris J clicks away. 3v2. Stewie taken out by Sonny. That flank is so strong, and now Skadoodle has to clutch this. All on his loader. What? Skadoodle one-taps Robs. Deletes him off the server. Goes for the second one! Are you kidding me? Skadoodle, what is this? He can actually win this 1v3 with 3 bullets, essentially.
I'm getting goosebumps just watching this. Ska has a play. He gets the bomb down. He's on fire right now, and he wants to win this round.
Oh, Sonny has to feel the pressure right now. He does have the kit, so timing could be the most important thing here. Skadoodle hiding behind the bomb site. He has to hit the straight headshot. If he wants to, he's going for it. This is so dangerous for Skadoodle. He makes the play. He gets that 3K coming in. And Cloud9, could this be what ignites another comeback?
Oh my goodness, Ska.
He's just sitting there nodding.
Whoever said he can't kill people, you are wrong. He is insane right now with the 1 bullets.
This is some next level stuff coming out of Skadoodle right now.
Playing it smart, playing it well. The 1-on-3 was perfect. What more can you ask for now? Pumping some life into C9.
All right, here we go. 2 scouts on mousesports. Some pistols behind it as well, but Cloud9 with 5 rifles and some utility. Definitely the favorites for this one. And you kind of feel like, I kind of feel like at least, that getting such a round for Cloud9, that kind of destroys the whole mentality the mousesports has built up during the first half. I know they're still in the lead with 6 rounds, but these are the kind of rounds that can change your game, because you feel like it should be yours. 3v1 should be yours. Then something amazing happens. And you're looking at it and say, well, how are we supposed to do anything against this?
And amazing is contagious too.
Yeah, exactly. Good damage being done here. Stewie trying to make his way in. Towards the bomb site, 2 players low on that site. Scout and Chris J and Oscar a bit away. Sonny is making work with the Deagle here. Skadoodle coming in with another one. Tarek with his Galil as well, and Stico on the back of this one. Oh no, Stico. Not like that. And Robs is, well, he's running away now. He has head armor and a scout, so clever thing not to go in and throw that away.
Save it. You run away to fight another day.
Drop that for Chris J next round. Get yourself a pistol. Maybe you can make something else happen.
And he does have a 5.7, so he can drop one of the pistols or a scout.
It's true. And that 5.7 also very dangerous up close.
It can be. Pistols are pretty ridiculous, and Rob's here just staying towards this A-Halls area. I don't think there's any chance of him being hunted down by Cloud9. They are starting to exit the bomb site into middle. Minimal loss for Cloud9, only 1 death. Tark with 3 kills. Stewie almost dying.
Whew.
That would have been pretty upsetting if he lost his gun in that fashion.
Also, he's the one with the AK. And here we go. Another set of pistols coming in for mousesports as the all the American crowd is here. There's no denying that. And Chris J, as I said, will be the one equipped with the Scout. Scout J, as they call him.
Scout J.
Automatic mauling out the connector. They already have one player in underpass. The CT team. Chris J trying to make it work on short, but will do the damage. One tags in. Oh, Chris J! Disgusting plays, but he makes it happen nonetheless. Now Robs and Chris J in unison. What? Like,
Chris J.
I played a lot with the Scout, and I can't get it to work like that. Let me just tell you, Chris J, he is a monster with this gun.
Does not need to scope. He's hitting headshots. 3-on-2. Robs does pick up a gun. He does have armor, but no kit. So I think mousesports try to save the guns for next round. I know you only have a Scout, but the more you can save, the better it is in the long run.
That is the way to go if you want to play the long game, and you have to in these kind of scenarios. You know that this game, you always know that this game has the potential of being incredibly close. Robs actually has the potential of taking some of these weapons out. More defensive position, and there we go. They get eliminated.
That's a very expensive round for Cloud9. You have to rebuy everything. I mean, they do have the money, but it kind of puts you in a bad spot when you have to spend a lot of it to rebuy after, winning in the anti-eco.
And also, this is a pretty decent buy coming out of mousesports at the same time. So let's say mousesports wins this. The money's not looking good on Cloud9. They'll have to either have a force buy or a set of pistols before going into the next buy.
Looks like Cloud9's going to take a page out of mousesports' book. And on the first gun round, looks like they might just do a straight-up A execute.
Robs is all alone on this bomb site right now. He's getting friends in, but it's not working out. Sunny is the one coming in from stairs. They're already pushing down CT, clearing this out. Nade's coming in as well. Stico eliminated after getting one frag, and now Sunny's trying to find the angle. 3v4 retake. They know at least one of the players. Someone has done damage to Stewie. And yep, they just decide to roll back and say, this is not worth our time. We don't want to go in to this post-plant setup of Cloud9.
Yeah, with no kit, bad positioning. It's always better to save the AWP, and so going around Cloud9, just going with a fast A execute. Robs kind of alone in that bomb site, gets caught off guard, and he's in a really bad spot. C9 come away with the round win, slowly but surely creeping back in the game, just like what happened on Kabul.
And this is 4 rounds in a row now. mousesports need to stabilize on the CT side. Can get a buy going around this, that's not the problem. The problem isn't really the money at this point, because they're getting the loss bonus. The problem is converting it into a round. They are still missing their first CT side round here in Mirage. And after a great T-half, you kind of expect them to get something done on CT, but so far we haven't seen anything. It's been all Cloud9 throughout these first 4 rounds. Now getting into the 5th one. Automatic edging his way in towards mid. Is there a gap here? Oh, Oscar takes him out. Maybe a small gap in that smoke. Couldn't really see it, but Oscar definitely saw something. Or else his spider sense was tingling. You never know. Stico, M4A4, close range. Should be able to grab one at least. Goes for the spray. Holding down behind the smoke. This is so perfect. Such a good setup for mousesports. Oscar with another one. Skadoodle is taken out. Tarek, last man standing. Is this too close? Tarek, come on. And they have not spotted him yet. They have an idea that he's in there though, and they're actually gonna flash each other, opening this one up for Tarek. He gets a double. Not like this, mousesports, please.
Oh, and then he's able to fall back as well.
Oh, there's one close, I think, below him. Tries to drop down and get that frag. Mid-reload. Could have cost him his life. He has a lot of utility behind as well, so getting this into the next round is a wise choice from Tarek. And yeah, as you say, like, he gets the 2 frags and is allowed to rotate away with all of this. That's definitely a blunder for mousesports.
Now he only has one person in A bomb site.
Oh,
If he gets
he's
this
actually,
kill.
as you say, if he gets this kill, he gets the bomb plant and he can hold off in 1v2, this would be the worst way to lose a round, but there's still a CT near. The question is how Sonny's going to play this arm. He's going to play it safe, peeking Taric while his back is turned and waiting with the defuse, making sure that all the correct weaponry is picked up by his teammates. Mouseport will make round number 12.
Nice play by Sonny to push the halls when he realized that Taric fell back from the B bomb site. And Taric was not expecting him to be in that position at all. And there's that one-way smoke. It's so dangerous, connector. It's so hard to take mid, especially by yourself, when there's that smoke in the connector. People love to hide in there. They just kind of lurk around, so you can't be seen at that angle.
Buy once more from Cloud9. Get decent weaponry. Everyone get full utility apart from Stewie, so the worst of scenarios. Rob's still lacking. And he's playing aggressively in order to counter that. Could technically have gotten Robs on full utility if they wanted, but it's not going to work out. Oscar goes down. Robs in that angle should probably gotten 2 or more frags, but doesn't work out in his favor. The AKs are too strong for Cloud9. Sonny hiding in the corner. He's pressured back. He's on 15 HP. Stico with one on to automatic. Sonny sees the shadow or something in that smoke. Goes for the spray, but he's so low on HP. Has to take a gamble, and that's not the right one. Stico is making this work. 1v2. There is a chance here for Chris J. If he takes this first one, he does. He can go for the second. Chris J trying to make it work. Skadoodle with the AWP though. 1v1 once again. Skadoodle, the man.
Buy this guy's dinner. This guy is clutching it up for so much for C9, and people wonder why he's on the team still, because he could pull matches like this. And if you could literally win matches by yourself on the clutch, hey man, you don't have to top frag every time. Just win the important rounds for us.
I feel like this is what Cloud9 needs in order to be this complete team, and this is why I think Skadoodle has been the talking point for so long, because this is not every game for him. But it's so important that he can step up when it needs and have these impact frags in a semi-final. I don't care about how well you play in a group stage game where you're winning 16-2. I don't care if Skadoodle's getting 20 frags or 10 frags. That doesn't matter. But if he can get impact frags and clutch frags in a semi-final, in a LAN tournament, that's where it counts. And that's where myself included and probably everyone else is impressed.
Very indeed. And mousesports are going to do a double alt buy after almost a potential reset. So if mousesports lose this round, they're going to have to save 2 times after this. And it'd be very expensive to put Cloud9 right back in the game. So Cloud9, you must win this round, and you could reset mousesports.
Let's see if that's going to be the case. Robs once again, and I kind of feel like even though it's not the same, he's making the same kind of mistake. He's pushing in alone towards A ramp. This time around, it's not going to be the A play. It's going to be the B play. Chris J is forced back. He has that AWP in hand, but cannot hit the shots. Helb is rotating in. He's holding the angle. Flash works and takes down Rush. Now the rest of the team has to make their way into the bomb site. They're way too static right now. They're standing still in B apartments, and they're getting punished by it. Chris J was not supposed to get anything more out of this round, and he's just getting headshots. He's landing shots with the AWP. Not going to win the round just yet. But automatic is in a 1v4. 2 of them are low. But he needs a hero play to make this work, and he doesn't. mousesports will get it 13 rounds, and I kind of felt like they should have punished Chris J there.
That's the second time Cloud9 has stood in B halls after they tossed a whole bunch of utility, a whole bunch of nades at that B execute. And that's something you can't do. If you're going to toss a bunch of utility, a bunch of Molotovs and flashes, you have to get out there. You have to disrupt the people in the bomb site, because if you stay in the halls, it makes it easier for the CTs to counter nade you, to focus only on 2 little openings that you could possibly come out. So C9, after that initial entry or that push, you have to go.
All right, pistols this time around for Cloud9. Stewie does pick up the weapon. Have some utility behind it, some armor on some of these players. See if they can make this work. They're going in towards the bomb site. Rob's on the back of this. I think they're going to play retake for this one. Rob's no need to peek right now. Stico comes in with 1. Chris J comes in with 1. And mousesports are circling around this bomb site like a pack of vultures, trying to pick away slowly but surely of this Cloud9 post plant. Stewie though making it work. Second kill for him in the round. Oscar eliminating him from the competition. 2 players left, and they're dropping down, and they're dropping like flies. mousesports will be on 14. But this is where it all went wrong last time. If Cloud9 can step it up now and get this catalyst round that changes the whole thing. The problem is right now, the money's not looking good, and Stewie has just bought a scout and head armor.
Uh-oh. Well, okay, you never know about a scout, right? Maybe he gets that first headshot. See what's the spawn.
On an AK as well. Let's see if they want to pick up the pace and go for a quick one.
Well, it looks like he's going to go to the halls with the scout, and mousesports playing pretty standard. They have a guy in connector instead of window this round. And it looks like Cloud9 is going to go right into executing this A bomb site. Oscar getting pushed back now.
Playing retake for this one. At least letting Sunny take the broad of it as the other part of the team rotate around, but he's doing so well in holding this position. Sunny single-handedly destroying the hope of mousesports. 4v2. Automatic has to make an insane play right now in order to bring this back. Bomb is still dropped. I'm not sure. Mousebot know exactly where it is. Automatic position here. Can he make this work? Picks out the first one. Will be shot in the back. Doesn't even get the kill, and now Stewie on his lonesome. Not going to be able to do much here. Tries to hit the jump scouts. And yeah, it's not really going to work out. So mousesports will be on 15 here. Cloud9 had a couple of good chances here in this game, but they weren't as clinical as I felt like they were on Cobblestone.
Yeah, not at all. The timing for Cloud9 right now is off. As you see in a lot of these executes, a lot of these entries in the bomb site, Cloud9's not really exchanging kills. They're allowing Mouse to get these 1 or 2 kills, and they're able to still fall back, as you see right here. It's Honey. I mean, if you have like 4 or 5 people towards this A bomb site, how can you allow him to get so many kills and then, you know, no exchange?
It's not working out this time around. As Cloud9 have taken a timeout. They need to grind 6 rounds in a row to go to OT. They grinded 10 rounds in a row last time. But that was a different map, different situation. mousesports on the cusp of bringing us to map number 3. Perfect buy for them. They even have 3 AKs, and when the CTs have 3 AKs, you know, they've been rolling in it for a while.
Yeah, and it's not good as Cloud9 can't even afford a rifle at this point. They have to get CZs, and a scout. So they do have a decent amount of utility. Let's see where they will use it. Looks like though they go into like a spread out default at the moment. They might do a double fake here. Or actually they're gonna do an A execute maybe through connector. The bomb is towards that T-spawn A area.
Christian has an idea of this, has an idea that can come through that underpass. He already Molotoved it off. Now, holding it just on top of the guys here. How are they gonna let Rush come in there and get that frag on Sunny? I don't exactly know, but Oscar bringing it back now. Rush shut down.
Rob's in a good spot. He's spotting from the ticket booth as Cloud9 is entering this bomb site. It's up to Robson. All he has to do is just stay alive, call numbers, wait for his teammate. Oscar missing his shot.
Oh no.
And Cloud9's rushing him. Automatic takes him out.
Stico trying to bring it back. Robs with one as well. Stu with the pistol, and Automatic makes this one work. Robs now 1v2 to win this map. If not, Cloud9, we can only dream of it, but it could be the catalyst. Start another comeback. But if I wanted someone, or if anyone wanted anyone in this kind of scenario in a clutch in a 1v2 for mousesports, it would be Robs.
It would be Robs, but looking at his health, no kit, it's going to be very hard for him, and C9 has to mess up terribly for them to lose this round. All they got to do is just strictly bait each other, and by doing that, I mean, with the HP of Robs, all they got to do is hit him in the chest.
He's thinking about where they can come from. It's going to go down, and at this point, Robs might actually... Oh, okay. He's going for the short play. I don't think they're going to be counting on this so far. They're not looking towards his position. Robs could clutch this and win this map all on his own. Bomb has been planted. He has no kit. It's a 1v1. I think he has to go for this. See Robs with the aim. Not good enough. Stewie shuts it down. They're still alive. 10-15.
Timeout already used. So Cloud9, I think, tried to use a timeout there, but they used all their timeouts.
Okay.
Well, that's a first. And so Cloud9 trying to... Miles does have a respectable buy. They do have rifles, some utility, but no kits, some limited head armor. And it looks like they're playing a heavy mid-B kind of setup to where they could fast flank B, fast rotate to A. Cloud9 has to pick these people apart before they execute it.
Oscar's so aggressive right now. But I don't think they're counting on it. Stu is shut down, and he's taking that second frag. No, it's actually Chris J who pushed in. They're very aggressive in these B halls. If they get the bomb control now, this could be the beginning of the end for Cloud9 on this map. Stico with another one, and now it's all on automatic against Skadoodle, and this is hard for the C9 boys to bring back. Automatic trying to make it work. Smokes up his position. Slowly but surely taking a new one. He knows there's at least one player behind that smoke towards Connect and Stairs, and at this point, what's the plan? Skadoodle is going to go for the plant. They're going to play one CT, and then Skadoodle on side, but he's taking so much damage from the spam. On 47 already, they can still keep spamming, and now using their utility to get in towards his bomb site. Skadoodle not hitting that shot. He has to hit these in this kind of situation. Does take out Sunny, goes for that second. The damage could be coming in now, and he does hit it. Skadoodle with a scout. He's making it work, but automatic 1v2. They know his position. They can just push him, and Chris J will make it happen. That's going to be the defuse coming in. That's going to be the 16-10, and that is going to be mousesports taking that.